Hey everybody, this is Kim Danke. I'm going to do an exercise routine, and I normally do this on a private group, but I'm going to do it here on my page today. I do upload these exercise routines to my YouTube channel, which is simply just Kim Danke. But what I'm going to talk about first before I do this little exercise routine, and it's just a stretching routine, it's just simple and easy, is the Shibboleth lifestyle. I found Shibboleth in April of 2019. Now, I had never wanted to be overweight, so I'd always tried to keep a check on it. I think I would have been a lot bigger if I hadn't tried to keep a check on it. But I found Shibboleth and found the answer. I found the answer to never have to go back and forth. Thank you, Cheryl. Never have to go back and forth and wonder what to do now. I have a lifestyle that is practical, sustainable, and fun. Another thing, I never wanted to spend a whole bunch of money to lose weight, so I had never joined anything else. I had never been to Jenny Craig. I had never been to Weight Watchers. I had never done quick weight loss. I mean, I've heard of all these things now since. I've never done any of that. I always just tried to educate myself on what might be helpful, and I learned a lot of great things in that process, but none of those things helped me lose weight to the point where I knew what to do and keep it off. So Shibboleth is actually running a membership special. It's $69. $69. I just spent about $100 at Rafferty's on Sunday for 4 people. So $69, and you'll get the education that you need, you'll get the structure that we all need, and you will get the accountability that we need. This information never hurt anybody, and keep in mind, this is not something that you have to pay month after month. Right now, it's a lifetime membership for $69, and you can simply go to www.theshibby.show.com. Many of you know that I've done jewelry shows for years until Premier Designs went out of business. I've been in over 750 homes in the Atlanta, Kennesaw, and a few in Alabama and area, and I always did jewelry shows. So now I've just turned this into the Shibby show just because it's fun and I like it. But I never wanted to buy product from, I never wanted to be required to buy product over and over and over again. And I don't have to do that with Shibboleth. They taught me how to get everything that I need from the grocery store. Why is that important? Because that's practical. Why is that important? That's sustainable. Now, I don't like to go to the grocery store, so I don't think that's fun, but the rest of Shibboleth is fun. So anyway, y'all join me, and it took me about 2 years to even start to want to move around. It took me 5 months to lose 50 pounds, and I've been maintaining that now for about 2 years. August will be 2 years that I've been maintaining that. April, May, June, July. Yep. And I've just now started to want to move around a little bit. So I'm going to do this little routine. I'm doing it for my purposes to put in all the other places that I put it, but I just thought maybe somebody on my personal page could use this information. And nobody I know is getting younger. Everybody I know, all the cool kids, Kathy Latham, all the cool kids are aging. Let's age well. Shibboleth will help you age well. And exercise is not required, but we have an exercise library. All you got to do is do some of the exercises for fun. So that's what I'm going to do today. I've got some of the exercises pulled up, and I'm going to do that. Move this thing back. Make sure I have my little mat here. And I am simply starting off with some stretches, and I'm just going to lean over, and I am literally going to do this like I would to then be able to put on my other platforms, okay? So I'm just gonna do it, not gonna be talking exactly like I would do it. If you wanna say hello, I see somebody said hello, thank you. I can't read that from here, but I'll see it in a second. And you can stop and do this with me. You can stop the scroll and get up and move around. If you are in a chair and it's hard for you to move around, you could do some of these stretches right there in the chair. Every bit of movement that you do for yourself is good. It's really, really good. So I'm just going to do some stretches. right, now this tool that I'm going to use is a really cool tool. It's called the Stretch a Minute. Stretch a Minute. And Shibboleth has exclusive rights to the Stretch a Minute tool. So I'm going to do the good morning stretch. Now, did y'all hear that beep? The reason that it beeps is because this thing will hold you accountable for the timing. So it beeped to start, and then it beeped one time at 10 seconds. It'll beep 2 times at 20 seconds. Okay. It'll beep 3 times at 30 seconds and so forth. And this helps you hold your stretches for the amount of time that's actually going to do your body good, okay? Now, if you have to build up to this time, that's okay. You can build up. It's just important to stretch. All right, and then it gave a long beep in the end. So it gives you positive feedback as you're working, and it makes sure that you hold it. So now I'm going to do a bicep stretch. If you're watching this and you do not have a Stretch a Minute, you simply put your arms behind your back and lift up like that, and it will, my hands are clasped, but I use this to hold me accountable. And in stretching, when you stretch one side of the muscle, you always want to stretch the other side of the muscle. So right now I'm going to do my triceps. I hold this at the bottom end of the handle. Now, if you don't have this tool, you simply just pull it back like that and hold it, but I'm going to use this tool. Hey, I'm doing a video just to let you know. You can come through, I just been letting you know. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is some static holds. So those are stretches, but static holds are really good for your body too. This is the inline grip done with the Stretch-A-Minute. You just pull and you just hold it until the 60 seconds is up. All right, now I'm going to do another grip. It's called the angle grip. I simply change the way that I hold these handles and I pull out, and it works different muscles. All right, so now I'm going to do the baton grip, and I fold the handles back onto the strap and pull out and hold it, and it works different muscles. So it's a simple tool, the Stretch-A-Minute. It's also great for travel, so you can get exercise in anywhere with this little tool. It comes in its nice little travel bag. I had 5 or 6 people try this on Saturday morning, and they were super surprised at how this really did work. Okay. So I've been going to the chiropractor lately, and she wants me to do some stretches with my wrists and things. So I'm gonna do this from the side so you can see. But I'm literally just pulling down on my hand, and if I keep my arm straight, I get a good stretch all the way through here. So I'm not just going to do the down, I'm going to do the up now. And I just pull my fingers back just a little bit with my arm straight, and it's going to pull under your arm. I believe when you haven't been much of an exerciser, to get started, start with the simple things that you will do and just do them consistently to build up the habit for that. Then you can incorporate new and different things. But don't go from doing nothing to doing hardcore. You ease into it. So this is just simply stretching the shoulder. All right. Now I'm just going to reach, sky reaches. When I was a little kid, used to go to First Baptist Church of Hell City. My grandmother would go and exercise with the Jolly Elders. I just felt like a Jolly Elder. Okay, so now I'm going to do the stretch a minute again. I'm going to hold it with a different grip and it will work your chest. It's always good to open up your chest so that as you age, you don't end up like that. So I'm going to do that baton grip behind my back. If you don't have this, you can simply just hold your arms back or use a door frame. Lifting. All right, so now I'm going to do hip flexor. To know more about the hip flexor, look it up, but the hip flexor, stretching that muscle out is really good. I can do it two ways. Just be forward and lean like that, and I'm just really pushing my pelvic area forward, and it's stretching this muscle right through here, and it's a good one to have. Be very flexible. This one can also be done on the ground. So I could go like this, put my foot out and put this foot a little bit more forward and then lean forward. It still works that way too. Feel free to say hello or give some hearts if you're on there. I'll know somebody's here with me. And even if you're not planning on hanging out with me, you can say hi. All right, so now I'm going to stretch quadriceps. I'm going to use a stretch a minute for this. Again, I could stretch, if you don't have a stretch a minute, which by the way, you should get one, it's only $49.95, but you could just do this, or if you're unable to balance, you can just do this on the floor or on a chair. You can hang off the chair just a little bit and lift your leg up and do it. But I use this to hold me accountable for holding it as long as I should. Oh, bug, sorry. All right, so since I stretched my quadriceps, I need to stretch my hamstrings. In fact, people's hamstrings are pretty tight, and you'll feel much better if you get those stretched out. You can just hold your leg up if you don't have the stretch a minute, and you would just want to pull it in slightly so that you pull there. continue the hamstring stretch with, actually I'm going to go to groins, then I'll go back to hamstrings again. All right. I'm going to continue the groin stretch right here with adductors. This actually stretches the side too. So now I'm going to do a little bit more hamstring work, putting this leg right out in front of me, my shoe up next to my knee, grab the heel of my shoe and pull it back a little bit. That will work the calf into the muscles behind your knee and into your hamstring. I think this stretch needs to be done before people go walking for sure. I have 2 stretches left. Both of them have to do with glutes. So this one is kind of a balancing thing too, so I have to move that. I don't balance as well on that blue mat. It's like I'm sitting down in a chair. And it's working this area right here. I actually balance better without shoes on. Let's get this going. I can feel this pulling right under there. It's good. That can also be done in a chair. You don't have to balance. I just don't have a chair down here. And last one. All right. So thank you for those of you that hung out with me tonight. Appreciate it. This was just a simple stretching routine. Now, I lost 30 pounds using nutrition. You actually don't have to exercise. And exercise is always good for you. I'm not going to tell you it's not. But I did lose 50 pounds with nutrition. And there are some secrets to it. And that's just what I learned in Shibboleth. And now I apply them. And I would love to teach you too if you're not a member. You can go to www.theshibby, SHIBBY, show.com, theshibbyshow.com. And that Stretch a Minute can be bought at www.myshibboleth.com/shop. And you can get that there. But otherwise, Shibboleth is all about health, and it's $69 for a membership right now, which is amazing. It will be the least expensive weight loss and wellness thing you've ever done for yourself in your life, and you're going to get the most value out of it. Real people investing their time in other people's lives to help. So if you're not a member, join us. If you've got questions, reach out. I'm happy to answer them. And I hope that y'all have a great night. Thanks for staying with me.